Welcome back, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, your digital classroom, where you'll get the necessary help for your total English, text, grammar, writing and spoken English all in one. Besides, you'll get the necessary hints and effective suggestions of English for your bright success in the coming examinations. So stay attached, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Today you will get part 3 of narration change. Now you will learn the narration change of the interrogative sentences with small and easy examples. When you finish the video, narration change of interrogative sentences will be a source of pleasure for you, I can assure you. But if you are a new learner, you should always start with part 1 of this lesson series. Now come to the point and see how interesting and easy today's lesson is. Our today's lesson, narration change, direct speech and indirect speech, part 3, interrogative sentence. Now come to the point. Interrogative sentence, and see the rules to change the direct speech to the indirect speech. You know there are 5 rules to change a direct speech to the indirect speech in English. Out of these, the first 2 rules are called the particular rules, the sentence-specific rules, while the last 3 are called the general rules. Okay, now see the particular rules. Rule number 1. The rule number 1 is the rule about the reporting verb change in the indirect narration. Change the reporting verb in the indirect narration to ask or question or inquire. Use of if the reporting speech has any object. Use of after inquire. Okay. The second rule is the rule about the selection of connective you know. Here take if or whether as the connective to connect the reporting speech and the reported speech in the indirect narration. So your connective is if or whether. But if the reported speech begins with a WH word, no connective is necessary. If the reported speech begins with a WH word, no connective is necessary. That very WH word itself will work as a connective in the indirect narration or indirect speech. So you have got your connective if or whether. But if the reported speech begins with any WH word, this connective or this one is not used there. That very WH word at the beginning of the reported speech will work as the connective. Okay. One note is here. After the connective, the reported speech will become a statement or an assertive sentence. That means it will begin with subject plus verb pattern. After the connective, first subject will be placed, and after the subject, verb will be placed in the proper tense. Okay, so this is your note. After the connective, the reported speech will become a statement. It means it will begin with subject plus verb pattern. Along with these 2 particular rules, the following 3 general rules are applicable. The rule is about the pronoun change, and the rule is about the reported verb change, and the rule is about the other words change in the indirect narration. Okay, so you are to see the first rule, the reporting verb change, and the second rule, the connective selection, and the third rule, the pronoun change, and the fourth rule, the reported verb change, and the fifth rule about the other words change when you want to change the narration of an interrogative sentence from the direct to the indirect. Now see the examples. First example, he said to me, "Are you ill?" do the work step by step, and the works will be easier for you. First, go to the reporting verb. See, the reporting verb is in the past tense. So change this reporting verb to asked, A-S-K-E-D. So you have got, he asked me. Now again go to the reported speech and see if the reported speech begins with any WH word. That means when, which, how, etc. Obviously, it doesn't begin with any WH word. So you have to take if or whether as a connective to connect the reporting speech and the reported speech in the indirect narration. So you have got up to this, he asked me if. And from the note you have learned that after the connective, that means after if, the subject will be placed first. Here the subject is you, the second person pronoun. So it will be changed in the indirect narration according to the number and person of the object of the reporting speech. And the object here is the first person pronoun. So it will be changed in the indirect narration to the first person pronoun, and it is changed to I. So up to this you have got, he asked me if I. So you have got this subject, and after the subject the verb will be placed. That means I are. But I are is not possible. I am is the right combination. Am. And so am will go to I. But here the reporting verb is in the past tense. So am will go to I, but being changed to past tense. So the past tense of am is was. So it became I was. Ill is ill. So your answer is, he asked me if I was ill. Okay. Subject plus verb. This is the pattern of the statement, and it is followed after the connective for the reported speech in the indirect narration. Now see the second example. He said to me. The same thing, he asked me. Now go to the reported speech and see if it begins with any WH word or not. Yes, it begins with a WH word. So you cannot use if or whether here as the connective. This WH word will do the work of the connective in the indirect speech. So why is here the connective? So you have got, he asked me why, and this part is the same. This part and this part, these two parts are the same as the two parts of the first answer to the first question. Only difference is here the connective is if, and here the connective is why. So these are the two examples for the illustration of the rules you have learned. Now with the rules and discussions and these two examples, we'll go to the practice set to test our knowledge, to test our learning, and for the perfection of our learning. Okay, now come and see practice set 1. And you know here what to do. First, copy the questions in your copybook, then pause the video and do the works yourself. When the works are done, resume the video and check your answers with my answers and discussion. Okay, see your first question. He says, did you like it? He says, did you like it? And the second question, he says, did you not like it? Second question is, did you not like it? The first question is, did you like it? And the second question is, did you not like it? The first one is affirmative interrogative, and the second one is negative interrogative. Okay, now come to the third question. He said, do you like it? Okay, and the fourth question is, he said, do you not like it? The same way, the first reported speech has no not in it, and the second reported speech has not in it. Okay, now come to the fifth question. He said, did you like it? And the last question, question number 6, he said, did you not like it? See the pattern here. In this pair of questions, the first reported speech is the affirmative interrogative sentence, and the second reported speech is the negative interrogative sentence. Everywhere it is like this. Now pause the video and do your works. Now see your answers to practice set 1. See the first question. He says, did you like it? Okay. Now see the answer step by step. Says here the reporting verb, and it is in the present tense. So it will be he asks. And now come to the reported speech and see if it begins with any WH word or not. Obviously, it doesn't begin with any WH word. So you will get if as a connective to connect the reporting speech and the reported speech in the indirect narration. So you have got he asks if. Now come to the subject. The subject is here the second person pronoun, so it will be changed according to the number and person of the object of the reporting speech. Here suppose the object is me. For this it is changed to I. Okay, so he asks if I. Now put the verb here. If I did like it. If I did like it. Did means do plus past. So your answer is he asks if I did like it. But naturally or normally this pattern is not used in English, with some exception. Did like it, though it is grammatically correct, but here at this point it is not written like this. So take this do out and add this past to like, and like will be liked in the indirect narration. So your right answer is he asks if I liked it. This is the steps. From here we are coming to this step, and from this step we are coming to this step. You have to see how did like is coming to liked. Did means do plus past, and do will be out and past will be added to like, and like will become liked. Like plus past is liked, you know. So your answer is he asks if I liked it. Now see the second question. He says, did you not like it? He says the same, so he asks if, then you is changed to I the same way. So he asks if I did not like it. If I did not like it. Okay. See the pattern here, present plus past. It means the reporting verb is in the present tense and reported verb is in the past tense. See the example. The reporting verb is in the present tense and the reported verb is in the past tense. So one is present and other one is past. This is the pattern here. See everywhere. He says reporting verb is in the present tense, and here did like, here did like. So reported verb is in the past tense. Okay. Now come to question number 3. He said, do you like it? He said. This is the reporting verb, so it will be changed to asked. He asked, and there is no WH word at the beginning of the reported speech. For this, if is taken as the connective. So he asked if, and you know you is changed to I. So he asked if I did like it. You have seen did means do plus past. So the answer is he asked if I did like it. But I told you just now that this is not the normal structure. For this, do will be out from did, and past will be added to like, and it will become liked. So your right answer is he asked if I liked it. Like plus past is liked. Okay. Now see your fourth question. He said, do you not like it? See the thing. He asked, if everything is the same here, you will be I, and do will become did here, because the reporting verb is in the past tense. So reporting verb is in the past tense, so the reported verb will be the corresponding past in the indirect narration you have learnt in rule 4 of your narration change rule. So your answer is, he asked if I did not like it. Okay, and see the pattern. Here the pattern is past plus present. Past plus present means the reporting verb is in the past tense and the reported verb is in the present tense. And here the pattern is present plus past, and here the pattern is past plus present. Present plus past means the reporting verb is in the present tense and reported verb is in the past tense, and here past plus present means the reporting verb is in the past tense and the reported verb is in the present tense. One interesting point is here for you to note. The reported speeches in the first and the third answers are the same, and the reported speeches of the second and fourth answer are the same. See, the reported speeches of the first answer and the third answer are the same. Here in the third answer, see the reported speech, I liked it, and in the first answer the reported speech is I liked it. Here it is I liked it, and here it is I liked it, the same. And see the reported speech of the second answer, I did not like it, and the reported speech of the fourth answer, I did not like it. They are the same, though the patterns are the different. Here the pattern is present and past, here the pattern is past and present. Okay, so the question is, why it is like this? Why the reported speeches in the answer of question number 1 and in the answer to question number 3 are the same, though the reporting verbs are not the same. In the first answer, the reporting verb is in the present tense, while in the third answer, the reporting verb is in the past tense. Why? And so is the case with the answers to the second question and the answer to the fourth question. So I'll keep this question with you, and you try to find out the reason behind it, why they are like this. This is a question, and try to find it out. Okay, now come to the fifth question. He said, did you like it? The answer is, he asked. Said will be asked, and no WH word at the beginning of the reported speech. For this, if is the connective. So he asked if, and you will be changed to I. So he asked if I, and did like. Did like will become had liked. Did like is the past indefinite tense, and the reporting verb is in the past tense. So past indefinite tense will be changed to past perfect. You have learnt. So your answer is, he asked if I had liked it. Okay, now see the last question, question number 6. He said, did you not like it? He asked if I had not liked it. Here you have got had the auxiliary verb, so the function of did is over here. So your answer is, he asked if I had not liked it. And see the pattern here, past plus past. Here the pattern is past plus past. That means the reporting verb is in the past tense and the reported verb is also in the past tense. So in the indirect narration, the reported verb will be more past. That means past perfect tense. Okay. These are your answers to the question of practice set 1. I think your concept is clear and perfect now. If it is not, again listen to it. Go back and start the video and check your answers with my answers, and it will be clear. If you have the determination, if you have the will and desire, it will be quite easy for you. Actually, it is very, very easy. Okay, now come to the second practice set. Practice set 2. See the question, and you know the method, you know the process. First, you will copy the questions in your copybook, then pause the video and do the works yourself. And when the works are done, resume the video and check your answers with my answers and discussions. You know it very well. Now see your first question. He said to me, "How are you?" Very simple and easy question, but very, very important. These are the models with the help of which you can solve huge problems, big problems. So they are simple, but they are the models. Remember this. You should keep them in your memory, in your head, and the whole life you'll enjoy the perfection of narration change. See the first question. He said to me, "How are you?" Okay. Now the second question. He said to me, "What is your name?" He said to me, "What is your name?" And the third question, he said to me, "Where did you get it?" He said to me, "Where did you get it?" And the fourth question, he said to me, "Why are you so angry?" Why are you so angry? And the fifth question, he said to me, "Who are you?" And the sixth question, he said to me, "Whom did you see there?" Whom did you see there? Okay, the reporting speech everywhere is the same for the sake of convenience, so that the works may be easier here. Now pause the video and do your works. Now see the answers to the question of practice set 2. The first question, he said to me, "How are you?" He said to me, you know it very well. It will be changed to he asked me. And see the reported speech. The reported speech begins with a WH word. Here it is how. So if or whether cannot be used here. How will be used as the connective. So you have got he asked me how. And this one after that connective subject will be used. So it will be changed in the indirect speech according to the number and person of the object of the reporting speech. Here it is the second person pronoun, so it will be changed to I. So your answer is he asked me how I. Now see, after I, am is there. Am will be changed to the past form was. So your full answer is he asked me how I was. Remember this. Never do he asked me how was I. If you write that how was I, it will be like this. So always write he asked me how I was. It will be correct. Now the second question. He said to me, "What is your name?" He said to me, you know, he asked me, and it begins with the WH word. So this WH word will be used here as the connective. So he asked me what? Now the subject, your name is the subject. So your name is the subject. Your name will be changed to my name according to the rule number 3. Here it is the second person pronoun, and the second person pronoun is changed in the indirect narration according to the number and person of the object of the reporting speech. So your name is changed to my name. So your answer is he asked me what my name, and after name is used, and is will be changed to was. in the indirect narration as the reporting verb is in the past tense. You know all these things. So your answer is, he asked me what my name was. Remember this, very simple but very important. Most of the students write this way: he asked me what was my name. If you write what was my name, it will be immediately crossed. So always remember, he asked me what my name was. Remember this, my name is the subject. So and this is the connective. The subject will come after the connective and the verb will come after the subject, not after the connective. Remember this, the verb will be used after the subject and the subject will be used after the connective. Okay, don't break this order. First the connective, then the subject, then the verb. Always remember this. So your answer is, he asked me what my name was. Now come to the third question. He said to me, where did you get it? So he asked me, where is the WH word? So where is used as a connective. So he asked me where, and you will be I, you know. So he asked me where I, and did get it, the past indefinite tense, and here the reporting verb is in the past tense. So past indefinite tense will be changed to past perfect tense in the indirect narration in this environment, you know. So your answer is, he asked me where I had got it. Where I had got it. Okay. Now come to the fourth question. He said to me, why are you so angry? So he asked me the same everywhere, and why is the connective. So he asked me why, after that subject will be there, you will be changed to I in the same way, and after I am will be there, and the past tense of am is was. So the answer is, I was. So he asked me why I was, and this part is the same here. So angry. He asked me why I was so angry. Okay. Now question number 5. He said to me, who are you? Very, very important point. He asked me who. This is the connective here. So he asked me who, and after the connective, subject will come. So this is the subject and it will be changed to I, you know, according to the number and person of the objects of the reporting speech, as this one is the second person pronoun. So you is changed to I, and after the subject, there is I, verb will be there. The order is here: first connective, then the subject, then the verb. So your answer is, he asked me who I was. Now see the sixth question. He said to me, whom did you see there? He asked me, you know, whom is the connective. So he asked me whom, and did you see, that is the past indefinite tense, and the reporting verb is in the past tense. So past indefinite tense will become past perfect tense in the indirect narration. So your answer is, he asked me whom I had seen there. So you learnt the narration change of interrogative sentences with WH words and the interrogative sentences without WH words. Practice them more and more, and your learning will be more and more perfect. I'll soon come back with part 4 of this lesson to show you how you can change the narration of imperative sentences without any trouble. So stay attached, stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Share the video with your friends and classmates as much as you can. The channel is helping you, so you should also do something for the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience and participations. See you soon.